On a cold winter morning in December 1999, 37-year-old Captain Devi Sharan left for work, promising his wife and two daughters a holiday after the Christmas Eve flight. Little did anyone know that he was about to descend into the longest hijacking drama in aviation history, which would test his courage and resolve to the fullest. Devi Sharan was the youngest son of a farmer in Haryana who gave him wings to fly. Sharan joined Indian Airlines as a co-pilot and after 6 years was made captain of a Boeing 737 in 1993. In 1997, he was made commander of an Airbus. By the time he was 37, Captain Sharan had 12 years of experience. December 24, 1999 seemed like a regular day. Cleared for takeoff, Captain Devi Sharan steered Indian Airlines flight IC-814 with 188 passengers and crew from Kathmandu's Tribhuvan International Airport headed to New Delhi. Shortly after the Airbus A300 entered the Indian airspace at 30,000 feet, 5 armed passengers announced the plane had been hijacked. They belonged to Pakistan-based terror outfit Harkat-ul-Mujahideen. Their demand, the release of 36 prisoners and $200 million in cash. The hijackers ordered Captain Sharan to fly west. When the flight entered Pakistani airspace, it was refused permission to land in Lahore by the air traffic control. Captain Sharan explained to the hijackers that he needed to refuel and they must allow him to land in Punjab. The hijackers were reluctant about landing in India but eventually agreed. As IC-814 touched down in Amritsar, Captain Sharan hoped that with the government's intervention, the plane would not have to take off again. The crisis spiraled when the hijackers, upset by the delay at Amritsar airport, stabbed 25-year-old Rupin Katyal, whose wife Rachna sat a few seats away. The couple had been married for 20 days. The hijackers were desperate to get out of India. By the time they put a gun to Captain Sharan's head, he had no option but to take off. Facing immense pressure, with so many lives hanging in the balance, Captain Sharan kept calm. His quick thinking and decisive actions played a crucial role in ensuring the safety of passengers. In an interview with the New York Times shortly after the hijack, Captain Sharan had shared, "There were 2 terrorists standing behind me in the cockpit, and whatever I used to communicate to my co-pilot or the crew, they used to understand everything. So I decided to keep certain things to myself. When the Lahore Air Traffic Control refused permission to land the aircraft, I made a plan to pretend to crash land the aircraft so that it would put pressure on them to switch on the runway lights and allow us to land there. Believe me, my plan worked, and I immediately got a communication from the ATC that the runway is open and we safely landed there." IC-814 was flown to Lahore and then to Dubai, where the hijackers released 27 passengers. The plane finally landed in Kandahar, Afghanistan, which at the time was controlled by the Taliban. What followed was multiple rounds of negotiations between the hijackers, the Taliban, and the Indian government. After 7 nerve-wracking days, the hostage crisis ended with India agreeing to release 3 terrorists: Ahmad Omar Saeed Sheikh, Masood Azhar, and Mustaq Ahmad Zargar. Captain Devi Sharan was given a hero's welcome when the Indian Airlines relief plane landed at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport on the night of December 31st, 1999. For his bravery, he was honoured by then Prime Minister I.K. Gujral and also received an Air Safety Award from the US. Captain Sharan returned to flying just 4 days after the hijacking, determined not to let fear conquer him. He recounted the events of 1999 in his book, Flight into Fear, A Captain's Story. Now in his 60s, bearing scars that he got from the hijackers holding a gun to his neck, Captain Sharan flies for Air India, about 5 months away from retirement. His daughters, Deeksha and Ashna, who were 10 and 7 at that time, are pilots now.